My mic should sound a little better for you guys today. So that's pretty cool. What's going on, guys? It's Masalito coming at you with another story time today. Hopefully, you've had a good week so far. Hopefully, you had a good Friday. My Friday was pretty boring, not gonna lie. Didn't really do much. Anyways, today's story, I actually kind of forgot about it up until last night. I was catching up with an old friend of mine, and he reminded me of this story, and so I decided that that's the one I'm going to tell today. So, this story, it's a pretty funny one, and it all takes place in May of 2022. So, I was at work, and we were on our way to our second job. I used to work in HVAC, so basically just going from house to house, fixing stuff. My partner's driving, and I'm just doom scrolling on Instagram, and I see this ad, and it's for a rave, and I'm like, oh man, that looks pretty fun. Where the hell's that at? And turns out it's in a near-ish city. And I'm like, oh, that ain't bad. I'm like, when is it? It's tomorrow. I'm like, no shot. And then I'm like, how much is it? Because it's probably expensive as hell. Nah, guys, it was $20. $20. Try finding a concert where you can go to for $20 nowadays. Good freaking luck, dude. So now I just gotta find someone to go with. Honestly, that was probably the most difficult part to begin with because most of my friends don't like EDM. I like basically every type of music, so it's really not hard for me to find a concert to go to. So I'm like, who can I bring with? Now, another issue was a lot of my friends lived about 2 hours from this city. And I'm like, they're not gonna want to go drive an hour to my house and then me drive an hour there for something they don't even really care about. So was kind of bummed about that. But then I had a thought. I'm like, hey, my friend, we'll call him Gavin for the sake of the story. He lives like 10 minutes from the venue. Why don't I just go there? Why don't I ask him if he wants to go? And so I text Gavin. I'm like, hey, dude, what are you doing tomorrow? And he's like, nothing. Why? I'm like, you want to go to a rave? And he texts me back, like an EDM rave? I'm like, yeah, like an EDM rave. And he goes, I've never been to one, but sounds kind of interesting. I'm like, yeah, it should be pretty fun. I'm like, I'll buy the tickets. You don't got to worry about that. All I want to do is just make sure that, like, I have someone to go with, and I think it would be fun. And he's like, yeah, sure, man. Why not? And I'm like, cool, cool. So I told him, I'm like, I'll buy the tickets when I get home from work, and I'll give you a call, and we'll figure out the details. And he's like, awesome, man. So the rest of the workday was fine. Nothing happened. Get home and buy the tickets. I call Gavin and I'm like, hey, bought the tickets. We're all set to rock and roll. What time do you want me to meet at your house? It starts at 9. And he's like, well, why don't you meet at about 6? That way we can grab food first. I'm like, yeah, that works. So fast forward to the next day. And I get up, get ready for work, go to work. And work was fine. Nothing happened at work. After work, I headed home. I took a quick shower, changed, and then I just killed some time watching Luna until it was time to go. Headed out around 5-ish, wanted to get there a little early, and took me about an hour to get to Gavin's place from mine. So I headed out and get there right around 6, just like I planned, and we start, just shooting the shit for a while, catching up. We hadn't seen each other in a few weeks, so talking about what's been going on. And I was pretty freaking hungry, guys. And so was Gavin. I was like, God, man, we got to go get some food. So we went and got some chicken tenders. And they're pretty damn good, dude. I'm not going to lie. I could honestly go for some right about now. I'm pretty damn hungry right now. As soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to make food. But anyways, so get our chicken tenders, go home, hang out for a little bit longer, and then it's about that time to leave. And so before we leave, I take 2 shots because I wanted to pregame. Gavin did not take shots because Gavin is driving. Don't drink and drive, guys. I don't think I need to tell you that. It's 2025. Use a damn Uber. So anyways, we get in the car, we head downtown. And I expected it to be a long ass line because I'm used to metal shows where the line's wrapped around the building. No. There was one guy standing in line. I'm like, oh, all right, well, cool. So we go up, start a conversation with that guy. Turns out he's actually also a DJ. and he DJs for that club on occasion. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, dude. And he shows me some clips of him performing there, and it was pretty cool, dude. So, talked to him for a little bit, and then eventually the doors opened. We go in, give him our tickets, and then we head downstairs, head down to the club. And they've already got one of the openers going and music bumping, typical rave stuff. No lasers or anything yet. They saved that for the headliners. I get myself a drink and we head up front, and the openers were really good, man. They were really good. It was a really fun night. And I kept going up to the bar and buying more drinks, which I shouldn't have been doing. But anyways, so second opener comes on. Once again, good set. I didn't know any of the songs, but still a good set. And while he was finishing up, I went to go get another drink because clearly I didn't know how to cut myself off when I was 21. And I'm pretty drunk at this point, guys. I was pretty damn hammered. And then the headliner comes on, the first one. There was two. And it was awesome. It was really, really fun, guys. While he was going, I was just into it, man. I was headbanging, dancing. Me and Ollie were having a freaking blast. And I think Gavin was having a good time. He says he had fun, so I'll take his word for it. But anyways, that show was really fun, except about halfway through the show, I was super into it. Headbanging like nobody's business, dancing, all that jazz. It was fun up until I was so into the headbanging that I just smacked my head on the guardrail, dude. It hurt so fucking bad. Like, I felt my freaking head like vibrate, dude. It sucked. And Ollie and Gavin look at me and they're like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine, dude. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, I'm totally good. Guys, I was not good. That shit hurt so bad. But it is what it is. So, kept going. And the rest of the set was awesome. It was fun. Me and Ollie, and we were dancing, and Gavin was just kind of chilling by me. And so then the main headliner comes on, and it was awesome, dude. Like, there was smoke cannons, there was confetti, there was lasers. It was fun. And about, I'd say, halfway into the set, I had turned around and I saw this other girl. This girl definitely caught my eye, guys. Like, she was beautiful. I was like, I have to talk to her. I went up to her and it actually went really well. I was like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, good, good. And we just started talking about the artist, and, we're kind of like yelling in each other's ears essentially because it's loud as hell. And I end up saying to her, I was like, hey, me and my buddies are standing up front. Do you want to come stand with us? And she's like, if I can stand by you, sure. I'm like, of course. And so we go up there. By the way, guys, it's a good thing it was dark in there because I was probably blushing when she said that, not gonna lie. And so we go up front and she puts her arm around me and I'm like, yo, cool, tonight's going awesome. And so I put my arm around her in return and we start dancing and we're having a blast. And we just danced like that for literally the entire rest of the show, guys. It was really, really fun. And her friend was kind of talking to Ollie, so I was glad that he was there so she didn't feel left out. And Gavin had a girlfriend at the time, who is now his wife, by the way. I'm very glad that they are happy. And yeah, so he wasn't looking. He was just basically drunk sitting me. And yeah, so me and that girl, we danced our hearts out the whole night, and the rest of the night. And then after the show, Ollie says to me, because I was about to leave, and he goes, yo, wait, don't leave yet. And I'm like, why? And he's like, they're gonna come down here. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, the headliners are gonna come down here and talk to us? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, right. Sure as shit, dude. About 5 minutes later, both of them come out and start taking pictures, talking to people. I got a picture with the main headliner. that I wanted to see, and in that picture I look very drunk, but I'm not going to put that picture in the video. I was way too drunk. So that was really cool, guys. However, leaving sucked. So we go to walk out, and I trip on the first stair. Then I get about halfway up the stairs, and apparently I tripped again. And then I get a little more up the stairs, and I trip one more time. And I'm like, good lord. Gavin's telling me all this the next day, and I'm like, damn, dude. He's like, yeah, dude, you were slammed. And so we get outside, and we're heading towards the parking garage. And on our way there, I did the most cartoonish thing I think I've ever done in my life. You guys remember when Wile E. Coyote would chase the Roadrunner and would run into a pole and his arms and legs would stick out straight? Yeah, I kind of did that. I didn't stick my arms out straight, but yeah, I walked straight into a pole. Gavin just looked at me, he's like, dude, we gotta get you home. Then we get in the car, and I won't forget this because it's so funny to me. Once again, Gavin told me this the next day. Apparently, we got into the car, and I turned and I look at him, and the music that was playing was apparently not something I wanted to listen to at the time. So I go, turn this shit off. Turn on something funky, man. Now, I don't know where I got that phrase from. Don't think I've ever said the word funky in a sentence and been serious. And he looked me dead in the face and said, no. I'm like, damn, all right. So we go home. I could barely get my shoes off when we got home, but I did get up to bed and went to sleep. Next day, I wake up and hung out with Gavin a little bit. You know, like I said, he filled me in on all the stuff I didn't remember about the night before. Then I headed home because it was Mother's Day and I needed to go get my mom a bouquet and a card. So I did that, and I got home, gave my mom her gifts, and she appreciated it. Didn't appreciate the fact that I was hungover, but she appreciated the gifts. And it was an okay rest of the day. I pretty much just relaxed the rest of the day. Now, there is a very clear moral here. Don't drink in excess. Just don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. I do not drink anymore, and I am a much happier person because of it. So, if you want my advice, guys, don't drink. And if you're going to drink, just do it on special occasions. But hey, I'm not your dad. Do whatever you want. I'm just trying to be a good role model. And yeah, so that's the moral. Don't drink. And if you do it responsibly. With that being said, guys, that's the end of the story. It's kind of a weird one, but hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to leave a like. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's story's pretty damn good, dude. I already know which one I'm telling. So be ready for tomorrow, guys. It's a good story. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Later.